This is Northwood's band. That was last week at Independence Stadium.
Yeah, I don't know the lyrics to that song.
I don't either. I was hoping you'd start singing them because I certainly couldn't.
Bruno Mars, I know that, but...
That's all I got. Welcome back to the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz. Brad, the Manny Tigers have been on a roll of late.
That's right, Tim. Tigers outscoring their opponents 113 to nothing over the last 2 weeks, looking for their third straight shutout. Let's get back into the Louisiana highlights. The Tigers on the road tonight in Alexandria, taking on Holy Savior Menard, cooking up some onion rings out there at the game. Those look delicious. First quarter, Manning QB, Zacharias Roan giving it to Terrence Williams. He hurdles over his own player for the touchdown at the goal line. Manny up 12-0, then adding to the lead right there. Menard QB Cam Maguez tries to push the offense, gets picked off by Braden Michelle for that pick six. Tigers up 18-0, and then Manny back on the ball before the end of the half. Roan giving it to Kendrick Carter.
He's not only faster than them, he's bigger than them.
He is bigger than them. He takes it for the 50-yard touchdown run. Manny gets that third straight shutout as they take this one 47-0. Purdue trying to do some quick math right now. I believe they are now outscoring opponents 160-0 over the last 3 weeks.
Pretty good at math. Arcadia at home tonight, welcoming the plain-dealing Lions to town. This is Corey Russell Jr. He takes the handoff, and he is gone. 84 yards to the house. That gives Arcadia an early lead. Plain Dealings trying to answer. Artavius Washington Carper back to pass. He throws it right to Arcadia's DeCorey Backman for the interception. Arcadia back on offense after the pick. Tyler Jefferson finds Demarion McCarter in the back of the end zone, wide open. And then a different play. But Brad, it is the exact same result. Same connection, other end zone, in the corner, another touchdown. All Arcadia tonight over Plain Dealing. 62-16 the final.
In 5A, the Ruston Bearcats looking to rebound after last week's loss to West Monroe, taking on Washita. No score in the first half. This is Zach Shaw looking for a receiver. Can't find one. He's going to run out of the pocket. Then he fumbles it. The Bearcats recover, but they would end up coming up empty on the drive. Scoring hard to come by. And this one, Washita shanking their field goal attempt wide left right there. And then good defensive battle as well. Ruston's Eric Outley Jr. electing to keep it himself. Gains 2 yards, but he's stuffed by the front seven. Not a lot of scoring early in this one. Only 7-3 at the half, but Ruston getting the win on the road as they take this one by the final score of 23-20.
Houghton and Captain Shreve linking up at Harlan Stadium last night. First half action. Peyton Stovall rolling out to his right and connecting with C.J. McWilliams on the third and long. Extended the Bucs drive, setting him up for this. Peyton going to Peyton. Peyton Howard, that is, in the flat. He punches it in for the first Buccaneer touchdown on the night. A little bit later now, Captain Shreve on the move. This is DJ Fleming. He's got some wheels, gets pulled down after the long run, putting the Gators in good position. Same drive, Darius Grant going to Niall Wilson. He breaks two defenders on the play. He's in for the touchdown, but there's holding on the play, and then the Gators would miss the field goal. Houghton going on to get the win. 42-35. Gators come all the way back from 42-14 to make this a 7-point game last night.
Evangel Eagles on the road against Southwood at Lee Hedges Stadium. Now this one all Eagles in the early goings. Here's Tamaj Sloan getting the feed, punching it in for the early score. Evangel up 7-0. Later in the first quarter, Blake Chapin is going to be looking downfield for a receiver. Connects with Nadrain Dizadare over the middle. A nice game for the Eagles, and that will set up this at the end of the drive. Sloan spinning around the defender for his second touchdown of the night. Evangel getting a big win. They stay undefeated in district play, taking this one 48-12.
Airline taking a break from district play, taking on North Webster. Picked this one up in the second quarter, 21-6. Airline with the lead of the Vikes defense came to play. Christian Carradine getting the stop in the backfield here, and they weren't done. This time the D making the stop in the backfield. Ball comes out, fumble on the play. Vikings recover, but they couldn't cash in on the drive with any points. A little bit later, though, Vikings getting the ball back. Jordan Gladney, the pump fake, scrambles, but ends up calling his own number on the long run before finally being pushed out of bounds. Then Gladney wasn't done making plays. Here he is again. this time using his arm, and he goes up top, finding Artavius Freeman in the end zone for the touchdown. Airline rolling from here as they take down North Webster 56-6 the final.
Parkway Panthers at home taking on the Bird Yellow Jackets over at Crownover Stadium. Pick it up in the second quarter. Yellow Jackets up, extending the lead. Cam Felt fooling everyone on the keeper, taking it in for the touchdown. Bird up 21-7. Parkway with a response. Elijah Barnett up the gut. He's going to take it down to around the 40-yard line. Big first down for the Panthers. Gets them out of their own territory. And then now later in the drive, finishing it in the end zone. Gabe Larry, short pass to Contravius Morris. Panthers down just 8 at this point, but the Yellow Jackets taking it all from there as they take this one 31-13, the final. North Caddo on the road last night taking on Darbon Woods. Second quarter, Rebels on the goal line. Jaden Carter slips, brought down by the Timberwolves. North Caddo would have to settle for a field goal. No worries though, that field goal put them up 17-0 at halftime. Now in the second half, Jacob Forward takes the end around, outruns the defenders to the corner. Rebels extending the lead to 24. And then a bit later, Jaden Mora getting the feed for North Caddo. Fights off the defender into the end zone. Rebels lead now at 31, and that is where the score would stay. North Caddo takes this one 31-0.
The Benton Tigers in North DeSoto. Griffins squaring off at Tiger Stadium last night. Picked this one up in the third quarter. This is Clint Lassiter looking to the end zone and fighting Legend Denler for the score. That ties the game at 14. Later in the frame, Griffins answering back. Kendrick Simpson. He is going to break through the line and break several tackles. He goes the distance for the North DeSoto score. The Griffins back in front by 7. They would take a 13-point lead. Benton would answer, and then moving ahead, Griffins up 27-21. Lassiter stretching the field, passes tipped by the Griffins and right into Denler's hands for the Benton touchdown. Tigers take a 1-point lead on the score. Later, Benton with the ball back and looking to run out the clock. But Brad, this is a nightmare for Reynolds Moore right at this second. They fumbled the exchange. The Griffins come up with it and are back in business. But then 2 plays later, Jackson Illingsworth picks off the Jarrett Procell pass. He returns it all the way to the 4-yard line with just over a minute to play. Benton runs out the clock. Tigers survive on their home turf as they hold off the Griffins 28-27 after the game. Coach Moore, he's going to break down that winning touchdown.
I really didn't see it that well, to be honest, because I was looking at the pass interference. You know, I thought Bubba got held right there. They did call it, and then I saw it pop loose, and Legend just happened to be there. And that's not something you can really simulate in practice. That's just these guys being athletes and making plays. And man, I don't know what to say about that. That's pretty. I mean, don't get me. You can say it's luck. I always think the harder we work, the luckier we get, and fortune favors the prepared. So I like it.
I saw the ball, man. I just had to catch it. It was coming straight to me. Drag my feet in. That's a touchdown right there. End the game right there. That's it.
Now, Brad, we're going to take another look. You see we got the split screen here. A lot of the North DeSoto people on Twitter, telling me that this was definitely out of bounds. So let's take a look at it here. Got it in slow motion, and then we'll see it with a freeze frame here. On the left, I'm kind of zoomed in on the feet. Okay, so the left foot is in bounds, but the right foot would then be out of bounds. You see it right here, freeze framed right here. The left foot is in bounds, the right foot is out of bounds. If he's got control of the ball in his right hand and his left foot's still on the ground, he's in bounds. But if his left foot is off the ground, he's out of bounds. I'll let you make the call. I'll let the fans make the call.
I guess the fans would have to make the call. I mean, if we're going by the NFL, who knows what a catch is anymore?
Well, and we're slowing it down like this. We can't tell if it was a catch, and we're freeze framing it and slowing it down and this and that. And I saw the overhead view too, and the overhead view, maybe not, but that referee's got to make that call in a split second. And, I wouldn't have argued with him if he would have made it the other way. But remember, there also was a pass interference on that play. So Benton still would have had the ball at like the 8-yard line. So then North DeSoto would have needed to stop them in 4 plays, from getting 8 yards. So a little controversy. I don't know if they got it right or they got it wrong, but you can decide.
Well, I will say this: that catch by Denler is where legends are made. Coming up on the Southern Quality Ford Friday Night Blitz, I make some more terrible jokes as the Johnny's Pizza House Spirit Stick returns. We'll see where the Spirit Stick crew were after that this week after the break.